Most of us are currently spending more time at home than ever. And for those of us who usually do the 9 to 5, that can also mean working remotely. But as great as that sounds, working from home can also be so distracting. And it's really easy to lose focus and really drop the ball when it comes to your productivity. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 7 tips on how to stay productive and maintain momentum when working from home, so you can avoid some of the mistakes that I made early on and you can really crush it when it comes to working remotely. Make sure you watch through to the end of this video so you can get all of my top 7 hot tips. If these tips sound useful to you, then give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of when I post a new video every single week. Having worked from home both in my corporate days and now for my business, which I run completely online, I must admit I haven't always been as organized as I am today. And what I learned really early on is that I had to put some sort of structure in my day in order to stay productive while working remotely. So the first thing I would say when you start working from home is that it's really important to maintain some kind of routine throughout your day and throughout your week. It doesn't have to be as regimented as when you go into work and work from the office, but it's really important, as I said earlier, to have that structure so you know when your work time is, when you're going to take your breaks, when you're going to finish work, when your free time is. It just helps you stay mentally more organized, knowing what you're going to do a day and a week ahead, and it also helps with productivity because you're not having to think on your feet of exactly what it is you're going to do on any particular given day. My second tip would be, as part of that routine, is to establish some kind of morning ritual. Now, this is highly recommended by a lot of mentors and a lot of entrepreneurs that I know, and also a lot of famous ones. And it really just helps you start the day off on a positive note with a clear head and ready to really push forward and, achieve a lot throughout your day. So when you're thinking about what you want to put into your morning ritual, the key thing is not to make it overwhelming. When I first started doing my own morning ritual, I had like a list of things that I wanted to do each morning, and it began to feel overwhelming on some days, and I felt like I was trying to accomplish a to-do list before I had even started my work day. So my advice would be just to start with 3 simple things, which is what I actually do now. So my morning routine consists of yoga in the morning, followed by meditation and journaling. And I do all these 3 things while I am on my yoga mat. So that time is symbolic to me. I use that as my me time. And then once I step off the mat, I know that that's my morning ritual done, and I have a clear mind and I'm in a good mindset to continue the day ahead of me. My third tip is a really simple one. It's get ready. So as tempting as it might be to stay in your pajamas all day and just work in your dressing gown, it will really kill your productivity. Well, that's what I found anyway. It kind of got me out of that working mindset, and I was more prone to getting distracted from things around the house, jumping on social media more often, because again, I found my mind was just with my relaxation mode clothes rather than my get up and get stuff done clothes. So I'm not saying that you need to dress up in a suit or put on heels when you're working from home, but generally I just like to wear something smart casual that I'd be happy to go out of the house in, that I'd be happy to meet a friend at a cafe in, or that I'd do my grocery shopping in. And most of all, I like to be comfortable. I think one of the biggest perks of working for yourself or being able to work from home is that you can work in the clothes that make you feel comfortable. So again, something that it really plays on your mind, and it'll help you get into that working mindset and help you achieve more throughout your day. Tip number 4 is something that I'm actually still working on myself. It's kill the snacks. Now, this is probably the most distracting thing for me. Food in the cupboard or having direct access to going to the fridge all the time without anyone wondering while you're getting up from your desk, it's a real productivity drainer. And I find that once I start, I'm always thinking about what else is in the cupboard that I can eat. So it's really important, I found since working from home, that I have a really nutritious breakfast that will fill me up between breakfast and lunch, and that if I do snack, it's only healthy snacks. So fruit, a protein bar, a handful of nuts, stuff like that. Comment below if you're guilty of wasting time on getting snacks when you should be working. I'm sure I'm not the only one, so let me know in the comments. My fifth tip is to stay hydrated. Now, again, this is something that I sometimes let slip because I find when I work from home, I don't work in air conditioning, whereas when I'm in an office, I'm in air conditioning all day, and you really feel the need to drink more because you get that much more dehydrated from the air conditioning. But when I'm working at home, I still try to drink at least 1.5 liters of water during the day. And as I said, sometimes I can forget. So in order to overcome this, I usually do it in one of two ways. The first one is I will fill up a large water bottle in the morning and then sit it by my workstation when I'm working and have a goal, tell myself that I need to finish the whole jug or the whole bottle by the end of my workday. And the other way is sometimes in the morning when I get up, I will just drink 2 or 3 glasses of water early on, and that's crossed off half of the quota of water that I want to drink during that day. Number 6 is something we all know and something we all should be doing anyway. It's to take regular breaks. So it's so important, especially when you're sitting down at a computer all day, to get up, give your eyes a break from the screen, give your brain a mental break from what you're doing, and to really get up and get movement and stretch as well. This helps overcome a lot of health problems that are related to sitting down in a sedentary occupation all the time, and it helps you perform better. And when you come back to your computer, you obviously feel a bit more refreshed, and when you're refreshed, you can get more done. So this can be as simple as just going for a toilet break to getting up and going for a walk around the block in your neighborhood, or sometimes I will save small errands that I need to do and do them as a break if I know that they're going to not take too long, like going to the post office or if I need to go to the bank or something like that. And lucky tip number 7 is to have a dedicated workspace. So if you're just working from home on the odd occasion, the chances are that you're not going to have a full home office to work from. But if you're just working from the kitchen table, for example, just make sure that it's free from clutter and other household items, that it's really tidy, that it's clean, and that everything that you need to function as if you were functioning in the office is accessible and at hand. One thing that I like to do is pretty much set up my workspace the night before or the day before, and that really ensures that I can just, when I've done my morning ritual, sit down and start work and not have to fumble about and find things and really get distracted about setting up my space. I can just sit down and get to work straight away. So there you have it. Those are my top 7 tips for how to stay productive while working from home. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of when I post a new video every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.